Senate investigations, congressional hearings, a colonoscopy. I'm telling you, it's just one probe after another.
All right. Let's talk about the vice president, though. The vice president has some interesting secrets, and Newt Gingrich has a hard time holding back. Joining me now from D.C. to discuss these hot political topics are Patrick Gavin and Jeff Dufour, the Yeas and Nays columnists from the Washington Examiner. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so Patrick, there's this new biography out about Vice President Dick Cheney. It has some interesting tidbits in it, and one particular bombshell, I think, the vice president was offered a job by Senator Ted Kennedy?
Yeah, it's a strange alliance. I thought that, back in 1969, little Dick Cheney was probably preparing for a career, in hunting, I'm sure. But in fact, he might have had a career in hunting back at the press. In 1969, he secured a job with Ted Kennedy's office, his congressional office back in the day, to be a press secretary, which is funny for two reasons. One, it's Ted Kennedy. Two, Dick Cheney's famous for not liking the press, although maybe he would like the daily job of just beating back the press as press secretary. He ultimately didn't take the job and actually said in the book, to this day, I don't think Ted Kennedy knows that he almost had me as an employee. So, who knows how things could have turned out had that happened.
That's interesting. He could have sabotaged Ted Kennedy had he taken the job. Okay, so, Jeff, there's another funny detail about the vice president in this biography. He confused Jessica Simpson with Jessica Lynch.
And he was going to be at an event where Nick Lachey was singing the national anthem, and he was informed that along with Lachey, his wife Jessica Simpson was going to be there, and he said, "Oh, is that the woman who was captured in Iraq?" They said, "No, not the same, not the same."
Phew, good thing they clarified that. Okay, let's talk about Newt Gingrich. He was in quite a mood recently. He was just ripping on everything. Patrick, explain to us what he said at this conservative meeting.
Yeah, I think what happened with Newt, I think, like a child, if you're not getting enough attention, what do? You scream like crazy. And that's what Newt did. He was at a meeting of conservative leaders this week and just went off on everybody. Called Chris Matthews an utterly irrelevant celebrity, called Robert Novak venomous, compared Michael Moore to the Nazi propaganda film head Joseph Goebbels. Went off on absolutely everybody, clearly not in a good mood. Now, is this a sign that he's just trying to test the waters for an 08 run and see if he can piss enough people off to stir up the conservative base? I don't know. But it struck a few people as odd that he seemed to have so many things that he's upset about.
And he's really upset about the 2004 election, right, Jeff? He called it maniacally stupid?
Yeah, he said the party basically committed suicide, and he didn't have many good things to say about the 2008 field either. At one point, he referred to them as pathetic. At another point, he called them pygmies. He was asked several times if he was planning on running, or if he had certain problems, if his personal problems were going to come up if he ran. He said, "It's not my problem. It's the American people's problem. If they want me, I'm here. If they don't want me," basically, and I'm paraphrasing, he basically said they can have fun with this field of losers that they've got right now.
Wowch. Okay. Well, these are all interesting tidbits, guys. Thanks so much for getting up early and joining us. Patrick Gavin, Jeff Dufour.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, a court date for Michael Vick today over dogfighting charges. A former Falcons player will be here to give us his take on the scandal. Plus, whoops, watch that. Beyonce takes a nasty tumble on stage, but it was enough for the pop diva to call it a night and go home. We're going to tell you what happened next ahead on Fox and Friends First.
Here's your chance to make news. Send in your newsworthy photos and videos, and we could put them on the air. It's simple. Go to foxnews.com. At the bottom of the page, click on You Report. You can upload your images and video clips from your computer or use your mobile device to email your content to youreport@foxnews.com. If you have the pictures that can make the story, send them in now.
Some cars are built on a set of wheels. Ours are built on a set of values. At Subaru, we believe all-wheel drive is a better way to drive, so we make it standard. We believe in longevity, so 95% of our cars sold in the last 10 years are still on the road. And we believe the earth is important too, so every Subaru is built in a plant with zero landfill. Now, is there a place for a set of values in the car industry? There should be.
Smaller and lighter, with high-speed internet, a 2-megapixel camera, and